Hey, Caramel back here. Today we're looking at the Comica D03 Dual Lav microphone system. So I have the system set up here with the Fuji XC3. I have a t-shirt on, so I don't have like any buttons to go by, but I would say it's probably between like the first and second button that you have on like a button down shirt. So I have the Comica system turned all the way up, and I went and set the Fuji's external volume to be all the way down, which is -30. And so that way we have the least amount of possible preamp noise from the Fuji, and this is mainly just signal from the actual Comica box, which you can adjust the volume on it. It has a volume adjustment, and I'd say it gives a pretty good amount of gain. I'm looking up at the audio levels right there. It's going above -20, even with the Fuji turned all the way down and the Comica turned up. And then you also have two modes. It has a mode slider. So right now I have it set on mono mode, being that I'm only using one microphone. But if you're using the two mics and you don't want to have both of these signals kind of mixed together, you could put it in stereo mode, which separates the two mics. So you have one mic on the left side, one mic on the right side, and then you could separate those channels, and then you have two separate channels to work with. So then you could individually adjust each channel. The one thing I would say that I wish this mic system had is an independent volume adjustment for the two different mics, because right now you only have one volume adjustment. So say you're doing an interview with two people and one of them is more soft-spoken, so you keep the volume adjusted kind of high in order to pick up good levels on them. But then the other person might be kind of louder, so then that person's levels might clip, because then you have the volume turned up all the way for the more softer spoken person. So that's a bit of a potential drawback, not being able to adjust those volumes individually before recording. Though I would say that's probably not like your typical scenario. Most likely when you have a setup like that, both people will be talking at relatively the same volume, because it would be kind of weird for one person to just be talking way louder than the other person. But you know, there can be cases where that happens. So I would like to see Comica update this or give us another system that comes with that option. So one cool little feature that I like about this system is the mics and the 3.5 output cable all have a little twisting kind of locking mechanism that you could use to make sure that the cables are nice and secure to the system. That way, you know, if somebody kind of pulls on a cord, the cables won't just come out. They're locked in there really securely, so you won't have any issues of like audio dropping out or cutting off because the cables are knocked out by accident. They also include a headphone jack with this, so you could plug in a pair of headphones and monitor the audio like that, which is a great little option if you're using a camera that doesn't have a headphone jack. But if your camera does have a headphone jack, I would definitely advise you to use that as you're hearing the actual audio that's being recorded versus the audio before it hits the camera, which of course, you know, the camera has its own preamps and stuff. It's going to process the signal, so there's going to be a bit of a difference monitoring it beforehand and in camera. So you want to just keep that in mind and use the best option for you. In terms of build, it's pretty sturdy. It's not like all metal or anything like that. It's got like some plastic parts and stuff. The top part kind of feels like metal. I'm not sure if it's like actually metal, but it feels sturdy enough. And they included a nice little belt clip on the back of the system, which I thought was a nice touch because it gives you an option to clip it onto the talon or something. And it's definitely better than not having any kind of mounting options for it included. So yeah, what do you guys think about this mic? I think it performs pretty well. It's not too bad for an environment like this. This room, for the most part, besides the background, as you can see here, is mostly untreated audio wise, and still got to work on that, get like some sound panels and stuff. So there is still a bit of reverberation that I need to treat, and you're probably hearing some of that in the signal. But I say it does a decent job of not catching too much of the background noise that you would definitely hear with like a built-in camera mic. Like right now I'm hearing some noise from outside. There's like some construction going on, but I don't think it comes out that bad in the audio. So yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good investment, especially having the option of miking up two people at one time. Dual lavalier systems, especially the wireless ones, get pretty expensive. But for under $100, you could get a system like this and be able to run interviews and other two-person video shoots. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If so, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all that. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.